One here playing games. He earns a few hundred every day. Life is vibrant and colorful. This fish pond has been abandoned for several years. An old lady lives at home. She wanted to dig it up years ago, but her pockets were too thin. She simply did not have the money to do it. This time, I made such a big decision. I called in 2 excavators. She told me to hurry up and do a better job. Try to get it done with the least cost. Dig this fish pond well for her. After digging, it also needs to be leak-proof. I looked around the area. Digging up mud is no big deal. The real issue is how to fix the leaking dam. So I discussed it with the mini excavator. I asked it to go inside first and clear the mud pile area. Meanwhile, I started rebuilding the dam. As I was working, I ran into someone playing games here. I called out to him to move, but he did not seem to hear me, so I gently used the bucket and very safely swept it to the side. After my excavator passed by, I gently put it back in its original place. All right, let us keep working. First, based on my experience, after working on levees for years, you can't just do it carelessly like this. It definitely can't hold back the water. So I decided to completely renovate this dam. First, I cleared away all the weeds and grass on the dam. And then, for the construction in a bit, I marked out the area where I need to dig. Once all the debris was gathered together, I just dumped it all in one place. This is the area where we will need to pile things up later. Then we will dig away 1/3 of the embankment. Make sure to start digging from right under your feet. The depth should be based on solid, hard soil. That means you just need to dig until you hit hard soil. I tried it myself. The hard soil here is only about this deep. As for the soil inside the fish pond, how should we use it? Actually, every fish pond is different. You can only decide based on the situation. Today, the mud in this fish pond is deep, but it has been dried out for several years. A large part of it has already become semi-dry. This just happens to meet one of my construction requirements. So I am going to make use of it. I will dig a trench, a channel, right at the base of the whole embankment, then throw in this semi-dry soil all at once. But it is best if each layer does not exceed 50 centimeters. Every time a layer is laid, go back and forth with the excavator to press it down firmly. Okay, let us focus the camera on the small excavator. That is where I am building the dam. He is not just standing around here either. The area you are seeing in the shot right now, this is the area we will use later to pile up the wet clay. Now the camera switches back to me. I am carefully compacting it layer by layer, building it up one layer at a time, according to the owner's requirements. The dam needs to be built as high as it was before. So you see, I have reached the final layer. We will use the height of the old levee as a reference. As I shape the slope, I toss the excess soil up at the same time. If it is not enough, I have the small excavator down below. Toss some more up for me. This way, I can speed up the process of building the levee, and it does not waste the owner's time. Once the final layer of soil is all in place, I compact every area I can 2 or 3 times. Then, start from the house, over there, as the starting point. Pick up, smooth out, and tamp down as you go. Try to keep the entire surface within 3 meters wide, because the owner requested the dam surface to be 2.5 meters. The reason I said 3 meters wide is that if you look now, after leveling it, I will move the excavator right up to the outer slope. I drove it back and forth once. Right at this moment, a track mark from the excavator appeared. Take a look. It is basically like this, even though I just walked it over easily. This excavator track mark is actually very useful. Now look again. When I am working on the inner slope, take the track mark left by the excavator as the reference line. Move all the excess soil along one edge, and slowly scrape it down with the excavator bucket teeth. Once the entire slope has been scraped, not only will the dam surface be equally wide, but the slope will also be very steep and smooth. After that, it is simple. Just compact it firmly. When you do the first pass, just hit it hard. Do not worry about whether it is flat or straight right now. But when you get to the second pass, you need to pay attention. Every time you tamp it down, you have to control the force. For example, if some areas stick out a lot, you need to hit them harder. As for places that sink in a lot, you need to fill them with soil where it is needed. For these seams along the edges, I chose to cover them with a thick layer of fresh mud. Okay, that is how the dam is finished. Now the excavator is moving closer to the mud pile area, and at the same time, as it backs up, it carefully levels the parts of the pond bottom that won't be dug anymore. This basically sets a standard as well. Now, it is really simple. Just follow the standard we used earlier. Throw the wet mud up with force. At this point, I am tossing it from below. The small excavator catches it from above. Actually, the workload for this is still pretty big. While catching the mud, it also has to level it out at the same time. And this kind of leveling can only be done once, because after piling a thick layer of wet mud on top, if you do not level it all at once, the excavator won't be able to operate under those conditions. Okay, each of the 2 excavators worked for about 7 hours. Today, this fish pond was smoothly dug out by us. We make a few hundred every day, and life is rich and colorful. See you next time.